we had the worst famine ever. We had 15 million people without food. And during that time, the government sought partnership with as many organizations as they can to canvass the affected area. Now, about 25 miles away from here was one of the, if not the worst, one of the worst hit areas. And we were assigned 200,000 families to feed. And then we had 75,000 children under the age of 5 to feed. We had 1,300 children that were severely malnourished that needed 24-hour care, both in nutrition and in medical care. So during that time, we learned that 9 months out of the year, the area that we had been assigned do not produce any kind of food. They only produce 3 months out of the year during the rainy season. The soil is good, but there is no water. So we contacted the local governments and they said, let's try to have a team effort here. We will help in as many ways as we can, but you have to be willing, number one, to coordinate among the farmers any and all ideas the two of us will agree to do. And the very first was to try and find water source for the area people. Because during the dry season, the women will have to travel about 16 miles one way to fetch a bucket of water. And they can only do it once a day. So a bucket of water for a family of 8 doesn't go much. So the idea was, and the government recognized the dilemma. So government agreed to campaign among all the famine-stricken areas of the country that the people should try to find ways of conserving water or exploring shallow water underground. And so with that, we worked for the 2004, and then in 2005, we started distributing limited variety of vegetables, and then drip irrigation tubes, which you see here. Now, at the head of the drip irrigation, you only put a 5-gallon container and attach the tubing to that. Once in the morning, once in the evening, it will keep a line like this, alive and producing year-round. And so we said to the farmers, we'll give 2 of these. So we obliged to, number one, select the seeds and give the seeds, and also give the drip irrigation kit so that the farmers would be able to produce. The following year, we had 60 farmers to whom we were able to put these in. And earlier this year, the government department brought 2 of the farmers from that area. One was a mother, the other one was a family head man from 2 different families. And the woman, this was her testimony. She said, this last year and the year before, she fed her entire family with these 2 patches of garden and didn't buy any more food supply from the market. Instead, she sold some of the vegetables for cash. Now, normally what she would survive with is to plant the red pepper, berbere is what we call, and that they would sell immediately. And they will eat that, and for about 4 months, they go hungry again. And she said, this year, all my berbere, all her red pepper supply was in storage. She said, I'm going to keep it in storage until prices go up, and at that time I will sell and I will be a woman of leisure. Well, let me tell you, what used to sell for a 17 kilo, about something like 120 birr, during the high season sold for 1,200. Imagine that woman if she went into poverty or if she went into wealth. So the idea is we will keep this venture, hopefully to reach every family that was on the list of 200,000 to put a garden like this, and then to put the 3 fruit trees, the mango, the papaya, and the avocado tree. So this is the plan, to enable the farmers to self-sufficiency, and not just eat, but also market and have cash crop income. The same plan is with the cattle program, as Martha mentioned to you. I don't know if she went into a detail of production amount, did she?
She didn't.
She didn't. These cows that you saw produce 3 to minimum 5 times as much as the local cows. Okay? And the new crossbreed will supply 3 times more of the highest production. So instead of having 3-4 cows in a house and cannot feed them, a farmer can keep 1 cow and be with abundant milk supply to even sell to the market. That's the whole idea.